Can you do an Irish accent?
Ah, sure, you're talking about.
Of course. From Actors for Actors, I'm here today with...
Mary Goggin.
So Mary,
Yes,
you have quite a story to tell.
I do.
And I'm so excited about what we're gonna dive into right now. But first I wanna ask you about your upbringing. You grew up in the Bronx, then moved to Ireland for high school, which are two completely different worlds.
Right.
How did those experiences shape you?
Well, my parents were born in Ireland, so inside my house was Ireland. And you don't talk about feelings. When I got my period, my mother said, "Here comes the trouble." The reason that I went to school in Ireland, there was a nun in Catholic school that called me in her office. She said, "Why didn't you tell us you were pregnant?"
You were pregnant.
No. So there was a bunch of girls, and I didn't even know what was going on. And I had seen them, whatever, kissing, but they thought, I don't know what they thought. But this nun got the word that I was pregnant, and she believed them, and she called me in and asked me. I was completely blown away. I was betrayed, and my mom wanted me to go back to that school, and I said, "No, I'm not going." And I ran away, and I went to people on the corner. I was like their mascot, and I was drinking wine and getting drunk, and then doing
How
heroin.
old were you?
13, 12, 13.
Wow.
I started shooting heroin when I was 13, and my parents didn't know what to do with me. So they sent me to Ireland to a boarding school, a convent school. And in many ways, it probably saved my life.
Why did you start heroin?
I've always had anxiety, not being enough. Like I thought when my parents had a fight, that it was my fault. When these people that were a little older than me introduced me to heroin, it's like, and then you got to get more. And then they sent me to a different convent because the first one didn't work. And then I came back and I wound up in jail. And there's a whole lot of detail, but the judge told my mother she could take me home, and my mother said keep her, because at least she knew where I was. But you gotta come see my show when it comes to Runaway Princess, A Hopeful Tale of Heroin, Hooking, and Happiness. And my website is Runaway Princess Play. It's not up right now. I'm actually shopping venues in New York City, so if you have any ideas, let me know. I didn't know I was an actor. I went on a retreat when I was sober a year, and there was this this Grey Moor, it's a retreat. It's like a Buddhist place.
Okay.
And this nun or whatever she was says to me, "Are you an actress?"
Oh.
And I said, "I wish."
Oh.
And I realized that what I wished. I was auditioning I without headshots. I was crazy. For classical theater, I would just walk into some backstage, walk in and audition.
Were you not afraid to do that? Or was it like...
I was nervous, but I had
yeah.
I had to just do it. Fear and anger were my best friends. I got a scholarship to Marymount Manhattan College, and I wanted to know everything. Do you know when you're an actor and you want to, people say, just read these books. And I'm like, I'm not going to read those books.
No, you should do the work. You should go and you should study and you should work with other actors. That's my takeaway. What's your advice for people who want to become actors?
Go take a class. Just take in a place that you feel safe in. Any acting class that you feel put down or not comfortable with, get out. And of course, I'm a big believer in referrals. I'll work with somebody if somebody else tells me they're good. Somebody that I want what they have. So if it's an actor, if I want what you have, so how did you get it?
Yeah.
And then they'll tell me their path.
What has surprised you the most about this industry?
There's so much about the business side. I'm not good at business. It's the other side of the brain,
Yeah. I feel like acting can be a cruel industry in a way. Like, how do you handle rejection?
Get used to it. Audition and forget about it. I mean, you can't help but wonder, but I'm so busy living my life. Next, go on to the next thing that makes me alive, that's passionate, that I love, and that it brings me joy to do, so then I'm not holding on and concerned about that audition.
Walk me through a day in your life as an actor.
Well, they're all different. I wake up and I just do a couple of vocalizes and stretch a little, and I'm a writer since I wrote the show.
Wow. Do you write anything now?
I'm writing stories, short stories. I'm taking a class at Irish Arts in storytelling.
How did you find your first agent?
He found me. You hear people, I got to get an agent. That's not what it's about. And honestly, if I had had an agent when I wanted an agent, I would not have been ready for what he was sending, or she was sending me out on.
Interesting. Yeah, that makes sense. Like, how do you get into the union, like SAG, and when do you need to get into the union?
Don't rush into it. I got into the union with a commercial that they didn't have somebody in SAG, I guess, to fulfill that role. And I always find lemonade out of everything. Every disease I've ever had, any kind of, facial twitch I've ever had, I use it and I milk it. It's like, just use what you have.
Do you get nervous before a show?
Sometimes.
Yeah.
But I have this thing. I play 9 characters. So before every show, I have a meeting with all my characters. And we do like a football huddle. And we all talk to each other.
Yeah.
And that helps. And like in their voices.
Yeah.
And so that helps. And warm-up helps. Physical warm-ups, all that vocal warm-ups.
One thing that you should never do on a set, and one thing that you should do on a set.
Keep your mouth shut. But I think in the beginning, there's a lot of respect for silence and watching and paying attention.
No one wants actor who's gonna be like, oh, why don't we do this? Why don't we try this? Like,
no, well, I mean, unless it's predetermined that they want your input. Although I did this thing about they wanted me to be in an AA meeting. On the way he wrote it was not true at all to what the reality of the situation was, and he changed it.
Okay.
And I just said,
because you had your input. Okay, rapid fire questions for you.
Okay.
Theater or film?
Theater.
Coffee or tea?
Coffee.
Comedy or drama?
Comedy.
Scripted lines or improv?
Scripted.
Okay. Risk it all or play it safe?
Risk it all.
I knew you were going to say that. Early call or late night rehearsal?
Late night rehearsal.
Text or call?
Text, because this way I have a record of it.
Sneakers or heels?
Sneakers.
Same. Rain or sun?
Sun.
Sun. Nice. To wrap it up, looking ahead, what's one dream you still have?
Wow. I want to raise awareness of the truth of secret telling to the place where it's helping a lot of people. And I'd like to, and I want to do, I want to play at like the Gately Theatre or something in Ireland. I'm so Irish, and I just, a lot of what I do is respecting my ancestors.
Can you do an Irish accent?
Sure you're talking about.